uamuzi kuhusu kesi ya ufisadi ya shilingi milioni 580 inayomkabili gavana wa zamani wa Kiambu Ferdinand Waititu. Hebu tuvuke moja kwa moja tusikize jinsi maamuzi haya yanatolewa kutoka Mahakama ya Milimani.
Accused while an agent knowing so acquires the direct or indirect private interests and contracts for the public body, and that I think I'm repeating. So those are the two elements. And the second element is what forms the mens rea, the guilty mind. Reading from the provision of section 42(3) of ASECA and the particular of the offense in count 1 for conflict of interest. For the charge to succeed, prosecutor must establish that the public officer knowingly acquired direct or indirect private interest by receiving benefits in payment made to Testimony Express Limited for contracts awarded by Kiambu County Government. In applying these elements of conflict of interest in the present case, it is necessary to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the governor knowingly acquired indirectly a private interest by receiving the sum of 25,624,500 from the payment made to Testimony Express Limited from contracts that were awarded by the Kiambu County Government. This is the case because the law under section 42(3), by its purposive interpretation, prohibits a governor being an agent from harboring personal interest in contracts with this county government. The rationale in the law restricting a governor from holding private interest contracts awarded by his county government is to avert the untenable conduct where an elected state officer is unable to objectively discharge his official duties because of the competing direct or indirect private interests. It is the intention of the law that private interests hinder a public officer from dedicating his whole to serve the people. A public officer must take keen interest in the affairs of the office. The Constitution of Kenya 2010 then envisages a government based on national values and principles of governance as articulated under Article 10. Under the Constitution, public officers are required to adhere to national values and principles of governance, which include good governance, integrity, transparency, and accountability. To mirror the definition, all these definitions that are meant under Section 38 of ASECA to the facts of this case. First accused person, an elected governor, was an agent of the Kiambu County Government, which is a public body. The Gazette notices on the election of the first accused person as a governor produced in evidence as Exhibit number 47 attest to these facts. First accused person, while serving as the governor of Kiambu, indirectly through entities SIGNET Estate Developers Limited and Benvenue Delta Hotel, received the total sum of 25,624,500 from Testimony Express Limited and its directors, Charles Chegembudia. Flowchart number 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I've referred above, illustrate the movement of money and payments made to Testimony Enterprises Limited from the road project tender and request for quotation awarded by the Kiambu County Government into the account of the entities SIGNET Estate Developers and Benvenue Delta Hotel. Additionally, under Table 1 and 2, I've also manifested a concise tabulation of payments vouchers raised and paid to Testimony Enterprises Limited in respect of the road project tender and request for quotations. The source of the funds, movement of money from Kiambu County Government to Testimony Enterprises Limited bank account, and the movement of money from the bank account of Testimony Enterprises Limited to the entities associated with the government is well supported by the unchallenged evidence, which came from the following areas. 1, Kiambu County Government Central Bank accounts, bank account of Testimony Enterprises Limited and Charles Chegembudia, bank account statement of SIGNET Estate Developers Limited and Benvenue Delta Hotel, testimony of the resident engineer on the road project regarding processing of the payment vouchers and attachments, if means supplier details of Testimony Enterprises Limited. The defense by the governor and the second accused And the main director of Testimonies Enterprise Limited to explain the reasons of the money received by the entities like Two Estate Developers Limited and Benvenue Hotel as well as like Naivasha Resort Limited lacks credibility. I found the defense to be self-incriminating, bearing admission that Benvenue Hotel, a business name, co-owned by the governor and his wife, was directly trading with the Testimonies Enterprise Limited by supplying oil, petroleum products, and offering conference and catering services. Indeed, by this admission, and considering that Benvenue Hotel is a business name, then the governor was directly trading with his county government. The governor has failed to rebut prosecution of overwhelming evidence that through the...
Kutoka Mahakama Kuu za Milimani, huyu akiwa ni hakimu mkuu Thomas Nzioki ambaye anatarajiwa kutoa uamuzi kuhusiana na kesi hiyo ya ufisadi dhidi ya aliyekuwa gavana wa kaunti ya Kiambu Ferdinand Waititu, na bila shaka tutakuwa tukikuletea taarifa hiyo kwa njia kamilifu kwenye taarifa zetu zifuatazo. Tuangazie nyingine ambayo imekuwa ikigonga vichwa vya